Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, the internet! Let's talk about Robert Zemeckis. Aside from being one of the most famous film directors of all time, Zemeckis is also well known for being creative and innovative with his movies at times, like combining live action and animation with 1988 sensation Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and that odd period he experimented with motion capture in his films, the first being 2004's The Polar Express. One Christmas Eve night, a boy has lost faith in Christmas. Suddenly, a magic train comes in to take the boy to the North Pole alongside other children. I've only seen this film a few times as a child, but didn't really thought about it afterwards. Watching this film for this review, yeah, there's a reason why I didn't think about it that much. For stars, this film is way more interested in the visuals of the film rather than a coherent story and characters. The film can get really tiresome from those roller coaster action scenes, so you barely get any real character development from these kids. But then again, this was based on a children's book that didn't really have a real story, so I will give this movie credit for staying true to the source material. Speaking of characters, there's not much to them. I mean, most of these kids don't even have any actual names other than Hero Boy, Hero Girl, and Know It All Kid. Speaking of which, I find that kid really creepy due to being voiced by an older actor, especially given his more realistic look, which makes him more like a demon. Speaking of which, the visuals for the characters are just so unpleasant. This is a prime example of the uncanny valley because of how realistic these freaky people look, especially the hero girl. Good lord, man! But enough about the bad, let's talk about the good. Tom Hanks does a really good performance as many characters, especially the conductor. The backgrounds are really nicely done, and the music by Alan Silvestro is quite nice to listen to. To conclude, I thought this film was, well, not the worst, but definitely not watching again, ex- except on Christmases. I given this a 5 out of 10. Not the worst, but not that good either.